Hi, Pisces. All right, welcome to the space, Pisces. Welcome back if you're returning. So, Merry Christmas, first and foremost, or whatever holy day you celebrate. I'm excited for this season. Have you gotten your tree yet? Have you decorated yet? So, I'm going to have a few messages at the end in relation to some updates about the channel and some holiday things, so Patreon things. So if you go all the way till there, you'll see what that's all about. So for now, let's jump into it. So what was the first thing I wanted to mention, Pisces? I kind of feel excited. I do feel excited. Okay, so what's happening here? What's the feeling that we're tapping into? It feels really, somebody feels really good. There is an excitement behind it. Maybe someone gets to a stage where they feel so good they don't know what to do quite about it, right? So accept wherever it's beautiful right now, right? Sometimes it's hard, you know, and sometimes it's not, and that's awesome. So we're just going to accept what it is and be open to it. So I want you to remember that you are very original. I feel like Aquarius energy is strong here. You are original. You are unique. You are independent and highly intuitive. So if there's anything where you're kind of questioning yourself, it's not I don't feel like it's a hard question or like hard no. It's more just like a little teeter-totter, like, you know, I almost feel like because of your intuitive nature, like, trust yourself in that, you know? Especially if it's for, like, little things. Like, try not to overthink it too much, okay? Like, if you've already decided, if things are already in their places, if this is the answer, then let's just roll with that. It doesn't mean things can't change or evolve as we go along. Okay, I also feel like I keep seeing the North Node in the 9th house as well. Some of you that may be actually in your chart. As an overall energy, this is emphasizing an expansion of self. Like, it is about learning new things. And the way I'm seeing it is actually the North Node in Pisces, which is beautiful. This is great spiritual knowledge. This is really being able to tune in. It could very well be a reward, too, for what you've been learning about, and now you can tune in. Your ruler, Neptune, is also moving direct this week. So you'll probably be feeling even more in the flow. Do you know? Do you know? Okay, so let's jump in and see. Let's see what kind of character you are this month. What kind of character are you? Oh, good. The student. Lovely. Love this character. This is a savant, right? This is a very powerful character. And you know what's great is this card is looking toward the future. It's looking towards the future. It's realizing what they have, right? Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. This card represents well, holding something very great in your hands. It's something that you have done in your own regard. I don't feel like right now anyone's trying to prove anything to anybody. They're actually just really open. Oh my God. So this is like someone giving a present too. Oh, maybe someone doesn't know what to give for Christmas. You see his face. Look, if you're trying to, whatever you're trying to give, and to whomever, I heard it's beautiful and sacred. Doesn't matter if it's something small and what other people, like, maybe whatever other people deem the worthiness to be. Don't worry about that. Try not to worry about that. It's like, because I heard it comes from the heart. And that's what's really important here. I also feel like right now a person is really ready, especially as the new year comes in and we get into all that earth energy. Maybe it's now until February, January, February. There's something where you're just like, a person is so ready to step into the next stage, but they're not in a rush about it either. So that's really good. Let's actually see. Just a second, please. I took some notes. We're talking a little fast. We're kind of excited. Love you, Pisces. Let's see here. Well, let's see where you are actually going towards. Ooh, this incense smells really good, but it's kind of intense in my face. Okay. Let's see what you are going towards. Oh. Well, so the page turns into the Knight. Okay, so whatever you're going towards, and this is in the physical world too, whatever you're building or learning or creating with in the physical world, whatever you're trying to share, it is wanted. It is, it's actually coming towards you. What you want. What a person wants is coming towards them. Okay. And actually at a pretty high rate. Maybe this is once we get into the new year. It's, I heard there's a few steps here. Like, you know, Earth is a little slower, so I feel like you're gonna pick up again on the intuition to like when to put the next foot in front of the other. And there's something about this moment of being kind of like being here and now and asking. No, asking is not the right question or the right word. It's being. Because once this next, what you're going towards, again, is coming towards you, so you don't have to, it's not like you're going to be, Taurus talked about this too. You're not going to be late. You don't have to worry about the timing. You just have, you want to know your value. And I feel like Taurus is a sextile to you, so there's an opportunity there. If any of you have Taurus stars in Taurus, or your Taurus house in your map, this could be emphasized. This is also Venusian energy, which is, well, very creative, very passionate. It's good energy. Awesome. I heard someone telling another person, like, know your worth. Know your worth. Believe in yourself. You know, it's almost as if like the past is not some way or another. Even the most like really significant parts. Let's see what. Wow. Okay, so star is what is backing. This is what you moved through. So this energy to me is like the last few years. Could even be the last decade. It depends on the timing is interesting, especially when we're looking at a major arcana, right? Spirit's timing is different than our timing. Oh, look how soft we just got there. So if this is what you have been doing that was significant to you, this is such great healing. This could even be where some of you, like, your wishes and your dreams, I would go back 5 years. Because you're still, this energy is backing you. This star energy. Again, this is Aquarius. So this star energy, which again is very much a blessing, right? This is, you get away from the devil. You get away from that teeter-totter. You learn some of, this is high level virtue learning, right? Then we get past, then we go, move all the way past the tower, get through that, right? Again, go over the last half decade, a couple years, whatever. Now, then this has already happened the way I see it. So if you're curious whether you've healed enough or grown enough or are ready enough, please watch Taurus. You are ready, but it's almost as if I just saw someone crossing a river. So maybe one of those things where like the teacher becomes the student. You know, it's like you get to a new level and then it's new, but it's not something that I heard you need to be worried about whether you can do. It's about kind of like, you know, say you sign up for school. It would be like someone saying to themselves, I want to go to school. I want to, I want. But it's not coming out of this ego sense. It's you're ready for something, is the point. And some of you might have even received something in the physical world recently that is like indicative, or and if it hasn't arrived yet, it will. And again, it's even coming towards you, so interesting. Let's look in your heart and see what's up with that. Let's see. 2 of Cups. Holy smokes. That's beautiful. So the heart energy in this spread to me is a bit of the state of mind. Because how we think is how we feel, you know. So, right, Aquarius, Pisces combination here. So in your heart space, how are you feeling right now? Well, this is loving. This is, the heart feels, okay, for some of you, this is still in a want stage. Let's speak of it as if it is present tense. This is the heart being so happy for the connections that it has, for its deep, like, inner standing of love, of there's such understanding in the heart. Some of you are really thinking about another person also that's really close to you. Could be your partner, could be your potential future partner if you don't have one. It's love energy, right? This is also the beginning of things is what is really important. So I suppose for some, maybe because this is holiday time, this could be a little reminiscing. But I see that it's what's important here is to be in the present moment. And I heard, what are you wanting in ways of love? This is so good, Pisces. Just a second. Well, let's actually see what's been going on with love a little, like, more recently. Oh, Magician. Some of you manifested your person. Or you're manifesting love, you're creating love. But this isn't just love in yourself, because what I see here is a person that's already done that, or is in the process of, like, you know, again, this is, you've gone through a lot to get to the Star card. Right? That's 17. That's 17 steps. That's a lot. It took a lot of strength to be here now. So what you've been doing in ways of love energy is a Magician. Just a minute. I keep seeing a cup. It's like, okay, what I keep seeing is this cup, this pentacle here fits perfectly on top of that cup. It's like they're two pieces, right? And they go together. They're not exactly the same piece. They're not like a mirror. It just happens to go together. Magician is also pointing down at this Page of Pentacles. So some of you have learned some kind of great lesson. And this has a lot to do with how a person communicates what they know in their heart, what they're thinking about. Like, they're comfortable in their own skin, right? Interesting. I just saw someone walking, two people, like someone was not walking alone. They weren't being dragged anywhere. They felt really comfortable and like safe. They felt, when we talk about safety, what are we talking about? Well, we don't have to worry about things, you know. I don't know if it's maybe saying something or being yourself or oh my goodness, I almost want to cry. This is kind of like Aquarius last month towards the end of it, where it's like, these are tears of understanding. This is emotion that is deep, so deep that it's like the cup. It keeps, this is Ace of Cups energy. It's like overflowing. Let's see what will be created in ways of love in the future. 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. Just a second. Remember, where you are, I heard, is a beautiful place. And where you are going, I heard it's still something like it still takes a person's effort to get where you're going. But it's coming towards you. And you don't have to chase anything. You don't have to, like, force anything to happen. I guess there's some kind of flow with it. There's also an acceptance of, like, I heard again, be here, right? Be here and now. Be here and now. This is interesting. You know, the readings don't always come out like this, but I actually see this kind of romantically in a sense. Let's talk about that for a second. So some of you really want to be in a relationship, and you've been really thinking about that and healing about that and looking at that and learning about, like, energy and effort and time and yourself and your independence and it's like really going across the board here. So if you're not seeing anybody, right, if you're not involved romantically right now, it may take a little bit longer before you get there. I guess this would be like next year. But the point is that but don't rush anything. And I heard don't take less than with anything either. Now, if you're already involved, and I guess in either or, this is showing me that the next step in ways of love, working with love energy, is to be the best loving person is to kind of a little bit of doing your own thing, right? Take care of yourself. Make yourself look nice. You know, I heard take yourself out on a date, even if you're dating somebody. Like, enjoy your company. In Nine of Pentacles is very much, this is a person that takes care of themselves. They get their money in order. They look nice. They smell nice. They again, do we say that they enjoy their own company? They can satisfy themselves. Nine of Pentacles. They know their value too, very much so. And there has been a lot of training, like a lot of, oh, when I just said train, I heard that Doobie Brothers song. Didn't Libra talk about that? Look at Ace of Cups on the bottom. Long train running, right? Without love, where would I be right now? And I sense that there's a part of this that was kind of like, if we're talking about love as the most positive feeling, it's sort of like without some of the negative feeling, you know, right? Again, to get to the star, we got to get through, we got to pass the devil. We got to be in and out of things, like back and forth and indecisive and uncertain and untrusting. And then we make wrong choices, and then we have to go through the tower, and then we got to heal through that and look at all the questions and be able to look back and be able to see that situation, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, from a positive perspective, from a loving perspective, regardless, not stopping a person from moving forward. And then what do we have? Well, then Spirit is, I guess, presenting you again with, has presented you with this gift, and now you have it. Maybe some of you have been sitting on something for a while, and now it's time to step forward with that in ways of, right, please feel confident. And I sense that Taurus energy, you're ready to build the castle. Okay? Don't think that you're not. That doesn't mean rushing anything. Because remember, the future is coming towards you. You can actually kind of relax and allow, right? This is allowing things to come towards you. I mean, with Earth, you still have to step slow. This is like methodical, making plans, right? It is practically looking at things, but it also very much knows, because Earth to me is about time. It's like, just, you can allow things to be, I heard ruminate or stew, like, I'm seeing like a big pot of stew. It's like, oh, that smelled so good too, like home cooked food, right? Takes a while to get there. But while that thing's stewing, it's like you could do other things. And while this is happening, you'll know when to move forward. Okay, interesting. Oh, I love you, Pisces. Good reading, good energy. Okay, so let's see. Hold on a second. Oopsie. Oh, what number is that? 11. 11. So let's see. Pardon me. Oh, we have time. Sorry, I created this new spread. I want to make sure that the way I set it up is how I want to look at it first, and then if we want to be creative and like switch that around a little, then we can. Let's actually look at your goals, considering just talking about practical things. Let's look at your goals in ways of this present moment. Hierophant. So this is more like relationship, committed energy. This is, again, Taurus energy is really highlighted here. And Spirit is working with you. However you define that. Hierophant is also about, very much about learning. So if this is where you are, if this is your character right now, right? We all come into things. Sometimes we're like, well, we don't have to get into it, but we all have a different expression of your character in the play. Right now, your character is, I want to learn about this. You know, I want to, can you see what's happening here? How you can't see the pentacle? It's like all yellow, right? But then look, there it is. See? It's like a person wants I heard you have them. I keep seeing someone putting a coin in a slot. It's like they have the key to the door. And then that opens up another space that has 2 keys. So right now your goals, some of you are very relationship oriented, or in this month, in this time frame, that's the focus here for certain. Your connections, you know, and learning about it, learning about love, learning about oh, if we're talking about goals and we're looking at this Hierophant, this could also be where some advice or some counsel could be really helpful too. Hierophant generally will talk about like structures that have been set in place. It's kind of like, okay, it's traditional. So there's something where the way you want to create it, I heard a person is, you have free will in this situation. Person has free will in this situation. People, so there's multiple, have free will in the situation. But in ways of what you're trying to achieve, again, in the physical world, there's something maybe a little slower about it or a little bit more methodical. So I guess if there's something you've been waiting for or something that's taken a while to be created, or you're in the process and you're like, all right, I heard I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I guess it's about trusting that process. I heard this wouldn't be a time to try to push to be like, okay, what more can I guess again, let's just emphasize, this isn't the time to push energetically, because the fire that you have is what is coming towards you in the future. This energy is coming at you very fast, so it's kind of like prepping something. There's also somebody else in ways of your goals. There may be somebody else that's already done what you've done. Maybe you want to look at, in ways of what you're trying to do, look at where you're like, oh man, they're so successful at that. I heard even if you're jealous of them, not hardcore jealous, but like where there's a, you look at that and you're kind of like, man, I wish I could do that. And then I heard, instead of I saw a frog sitting on a lily pad. It's like, okay, well, go see what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I heard, go be inspired by them. Don't compare yourself to them. Just be inspired by them. Because I heard you already have the answers anyway. Just a second. Okay, one thing that could potentially prevent you from achieving your goals, and I don't feel like this is present energy, I feel like it's more future tense, is rushing. You know? So whatever you're trying to do, again, if you're single and you want a relationship, I wouldn't start dating anybody in this time. I certainly wouldn't just have sex with anybody just because either. You know, if you're trying to open that business, not yet. You're trying to launch that project, not yet. You're trying to publish that book, not yet. Like, you could edit it, you know, you could think about it, you could make plans about it. But I feel like right now it's more of the heart wants to spend time one-on-one with other people and feel good about where they're at. Maybe it's also communicating with others, like what is wanting to be achieved. You know what? Now that we're even getting into this, we're actually losing battery. But I don't want this to just, I don't want to lose what we just created. So would you pardon me 1 second? Well, we can't lose it. Let me rephrase that. We would just have to do extra work if we don't do this little thing right now. So let's do that. Let's do that, Pisces. Boom. Perfect. Okay. We got 2 more here. Oh man, Pisces is such good energy. Okay, so what are we looking at? Let's see what you have achieved recently. What have you achieved? Ooh, 3 of Pentacles. Awesome. Some of you, okay, again, more earth energy. This could have been years in the making. Again, earth takes a really long time, right? How long does a tree take to grow? It takes a while. So there's something in ways of your business, perhaps, in ways of growth. Some of you have created your own business. Like you've become like an entrepreneur in some kind of way, or wherever you work. And again, in ways of your goals. 3 of Pentacles, look how beautiful this is. What has been constructed here. What has been created here. Maybe that's a part of like not wanting to like add a... Well, let me back up. We're getting a little excited. This is what you have achieved. Well, I guess this is like having a bit of ownership over your own talents. And I actually just saw Neptune again, so maybe there's something musical, or there's something in this having to do with silver in your pocket. This is a card to me that expresses a person knows their value. But you know what? You're going to a new level with that. So, again, recently, more recently than not, in the past, well, this is a card of self-mastery to me. Again, it's a person that recognized, like, look, I want to do this. I know I can. This is the words I see. I want to do this. I know I can do this. I know this can be done. Inshallah. And to me, this is a card where whatever it is that you do, whoever it is that you are, people want to be a part of that. They're curious in what you do. They're inspired by what you do. They respect what you do, who you are. Good. And I guess that all comes because a person respects themselves also. Interesting. Let's see what you will be creating. 7 of Wands. Okay. Again, remember, whatever you will be creating, in ways of the big, way bigger picture, right? We got 2 of Cups. This is the very beginning of creation, right? Love is the best creative feeling. So this is the very beginning. Hierophant is like, okay, all the way to the end, right? But there's a beginning. I guess you're here in the middle, and depending where you are on the path, you know, you're here, and then this is the end goal. So it's almost as if, oh, interesting, we switched it around. Good. I heard again, some of you are so ready for something. And you know what? We just took this card, the 7 of Wands, and sat it down. So maybe some of you, this slowed down the energy so it doesn't rush. Right? Again, I heard, I'm happy where I am. You know, I guess use this creatively also. Yes. Use this creatively in this time also. It's not like things aren't being achieved because the fire is what it is. It's more of, oh, good. It's, just don't push anything right now. I saw the words feedback. You know, feed yourself. Feed others. How do I see this? Just a second. I know that let's dive into it a little bit. That you being fed, nurtured, nourished, you nourishing, nurturing others, feeding others. I know that hasn't always been equal, right? That has not. Yeah, that hasn't always been equal. Or there was at some point some kind of imbalance in ways of love, and again, the exchange of energy between people. But I really don't sense that that is now. And so again, perhaps it's, well, I heard you don't have to worry about that now. Did we talk about this last month? Yeah, it's the end of sadness. And also recall, whoever's still here, you've been here for years now, and I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Pisces and Scorpio energy was working through a really tough collective lesson for years. And even though it's a trine, it's a blessing, but it's like, again, to get the blessing of the star, right? You gotta work through the devil. You gotta work through the tower. You gotta work through all this stuff to get to this place of, I've gotten tingly 3 times now. It's like, to get to this place of genuine authenticity of feeling, of exchange of what we give. And again, the reciprocity of it. And actually, all these cards speak of appropriate reciprocity. So in this time frame, I would not worry about what you are trying to create in the future, but again, make plans about it. Okay, we've said it a few times, so we'll leave it there. Mercury's, I think, in Sag, so sometimes we have to say things twice in a mutable time. But we're not going to keep going over it and just be, like, there's no need. Remember, what did we say in the beginning? You are highly intuitive. If you make a decision, if you've stated something, it's like, it is that you don't have to backtrack on anything. Nope, I just pulled the Knight of Cups, and then we have the Four of Wands on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. I heard be open to the possibility of what can come to you. Also, in ways of what will be achieved is a really big deal. I guess as the Two of Cups was in the middle too, this would be preparing yourself emotionally and providing, I see, please watch Taurus's reading, like providing that which is around you that is supportive of you. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Some of you could actually create a business, like even a side hustle with another person or with your partner or whatever. Like whatever these relationships are really beautiful. These connections are awesome. So good month. 40 minutes later. Good month. Don't question yourself. No. The Justice, Libra, and the Four of Wands. No, don't question yourself. Okay. So, a little bit of the extra notes. A few things. So, I probably should have put this at the beginning. Maybe I will do a little extra in the beginning. So, a few little things. Number 1, thank you for being here. Merriest Christmas. I appreciate you so much. I'm so looking forward to this next year. I've had a lot of shifts in my life recently, which I am so grateful and happy about. I guess I've been preparing for them for many years, so it feels really good to be here now and to feel the way that I do, and I'm so happy that you are also here too, you know, that you're a part of that in addition. Did I say Merry Christmas? Patreon. If you're a part of Patreon, thank you so very much. A bunch of new people joined, and it's really exciting. It's like a private little community if you're unaware of it. And yeah, and there's just such rad folks over there, and I'm really excited about that. So I may be creating like, if I have the energy for it, I may start creating like an extra tier in relation to like maybe a little bit of extended energy, like extended readings over there. If you're a part of the Timeless Traveler, you'll get access to them whenever this is created. Speaking of Patreon, if you are a part of Patreon, I send out Holy Day cards, like Christmas cards. I'm going to send them out this year. I didn't last year because I was too overwhelmed. But I'm going to be sending out Patreon Holy Day cards. So if you are a part of that space, then you will receive one. I can't do everyone on YouTube because my hand could not do 30,000 letter, you know, little notes. But yeah, if you're a part of that, please confirm your address by emailing me with Holy Day as the subject so that I'm aware of it, and those will be out. They'll probably be to you by Armenian Christmas, which is January, especially if you live internationally in another land. So there's that. Also, I created a poll. I'm considering starting a little extra, like, additional channel, because it seems like Opal Oracle is mostly from my perspective over here, is like self-development. That seems to be what most people are looking at it for, which is beautiful, and I feel like that's the basic. This is a good stepping stone. But I'm thinking about making it more specific, so there's a poll over on the community post, and if you would like, if you could please take some time to just go over there and choose what feels good to you. This will really help me in ways of like how I'm going to direct the energy. Yes, it will very much help me in ways of how we're going to be creating in different ways. We'll still be, Opal Oracle isn't going anywhere, but I just feel the need to like expand on that, because we're actually coming up on well, it's been many years together, right? So there's that. All right, Pisces, I am going to do the rest of my day. I feel like we said what we needed to say. I love you so very much. The Lovers. So good. Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces. I love you so much. Please take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.